Señor Presidente.
Mr. President, as a founding member of the United Nations, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela is committed to the purposes and principles embodied in the charter of our organization and to the norms of international law. We believe that the promotion and protection of human rights must be addressed in a just and constructive manner on the basis of dialogue and cooperation in accordance with the principles of impartiality, objectivity, transparency, non-selectivity, non-politicization, and non-confrontation. Human rights should not be used in order to attack sovereign states, since that undermines the universal system of human rights, which is to guarantee the universality and the enjoyment of these rights and fundamental freedoms for everyone without distinction or discrimination. A month ago in this assembly, we insisted on the need that the United Nations have a central role in facilitating the peaceful solutions of conflicts through dialogue and political negotiation. We regret today that the road has taken of escalating tensions and that divisions have increased among members of the United Nations. That is the wrong path. We alert the world as to the real and clear danger that in this situation in the region of Eastern Europe may continue in time, creating consequences which it will take generations to overcome. We warn about the expansive effects around the world, especially affecting the living conditions of the more vulnerable groups in every country, where hundreds of millions of individuals are today suffering the consequences of the increase in the cost of food, electricity, transportation. We also warn about the start of a new arms race which threatens to turn toward war resources which should be used for development and for fighting poverty. This is a terrible situation, but the world is facing an even greater danger. We view with alarm that there are shocks between blocs and this will lead to a worldwide conflict between nuclear powers which will destroy mankind as we know it today. It is our obligation to reduce tensions and to strengthen all options which allow for regulating conflicts and peaceful settlements. Mr. President, unfortunately, the draft resolution presented today is an example of the politicization of human rights. The draft tries to expel from the human rights system the Russian Federation, a country which is an essential part of the solution of the crisis in the Eastern European region. Without the Russian Federation, there is no possible peace agreement in Europe. A peace without Russia is a mirage. They may think that the time has come for a definitive victory and a unipolar power. If this draft is approved, it will affect current negotiations being carried out between the parties and will push us deliberately toward a more acute phase of the conflict, which will be longer and hard to resolve. Another immediate result of adopting the resolution will be a historical break in the best instrument created to defend human rights, which is the Human Rights Council. Its credibility, its function, and its mandate will be affected. We will be creating a systemic crisis of confidence, which will affect the United Nations as the universal organization which can resolve regional and global crises and work toward peace. In view of the above, the Republic of Venezuela categorically rejects attempts to suspend the Russian Federation as an elected member of the Human Rights Council and calls on the responsible members of the international community to vote against the draft resolution. Thank you.